right off the top here, quarterback movement, Duke Maalik Murphy, a guy who came over from Texas, started a few games for the Longhorns in the previous year, and then at Duke this year throws for almost 3,000 yards this season, leads Duke to a really solid season over there, 26 touchdowns, 12 interceptions out of Los Angeles originally, and he's going to have a couple years of eligibility remaining.
Yeah, this one on paper doesn't really make a lot of sense when you look at it. You say Maalik Murphy, multiple years of eligibility, talented guy, 6'5", 230, throws for almost 3,000 yards, 26 touchdowns, does throw the 12 picks, which hurt him. But ultimately, you win a lot of football games, 9-win season, chance to get 10 wins in the bowl, which he will not play in now that he's jumped in the portal. It makes you wonder, what are you looking for? Obviously, it's not academics. Duke is a high academic school. You're in a Power 4 conference. You got a chance to play in the playoffs. SMU, a team that you almost beat, is in the playoffs. Clemson as well. So it's a strange situation that he jumps in at this time. Is he maybe going closer to home in California? Certainly there are teams on the West Coast that can use a player with this level of experience. Originally from Texas, big recruit there, played spot duty, moves on to Duke, but really his stock is high. He's not a superstar at Duke. I don't think Duke is irreplaceable at Duke necessarily. Duke was a defensive-oriented team, but unusual to leave at this point in the program's progression and his own personal progression.
Now, a move that you can pretty much kind of make some assumptions here and make a quick link to, also at the quarterback position here, Tyler Van Dyke, Wisconsin quarterback, of course, tears his ACL early in the season, misses the entire year, is a possible reunion with Manny Diaz. Of course, coached him at Miami when he had his best season as a Hurricane, and best season in college football was ACC Freshman of the Year. Is that something that you could see sort of manifesting itself? It could be a good fit, in my opinion.
Yeah, so the Wisconsin year, throw that away. 3 starts, 2 lesser opponents, they won, and then Alabama, he's 5 for 5 to start the game, mostly short passes, gets hurt. So really that Wisconsin season, a wash, not much to read there. Go back to 2021. Manny Diaz is the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes. Jonathan Brewer, the offensive coordinator for Duke, was a quality control assistant helping the offense, so working directly with Tyler Van Dyke, who was a starting quarterback. ACC Rookie of the Year, almost 3,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, 7 picks, 9 yards per attempt. Really had a dominant stretch to end the year. Was probably on the short list, top 5, top 3 quarterback in the country in the second half of the year when you just go by the stats. Playing in a system similar to what Duke runs. Again, Jonathan Brewer working closely with Rhett Lashley, now the head coach at Southern Methodist, going to the playoffs here to play Penn State. But his protege was Brewer, who is now with Duke. So it's an easy connection there. You could see the system fit. It's a system that Van Dyke had his most production in. His physical tools are still there. He had a leg injury, torn ACL, but he was never a running quarterback. He should be fine. He's had plenty of time to rehab, still going to have the size, still going to have the arm strength. Interesting fit if you'd say Tyler Van Dyke comes back to the ACC where he was the Rookie of the Year to a team that has a winning tradition. Weird to say about Duke, but Duke, the last 3 years, has been a winning program, first with Coach Elko, now with Coach Diaz. So from a Van Dyke standpoint, a system you're comfortable with, a stable organization, a league you're comfortable with, seems like a perfect fit. And then Duke's side, you're losing a lot of production with Murphy. If you do make this trade, so to speak, can you get Van Dyke playing at the level or close to the level that he played in 2021?